abusiafo ye mo bibia kwa ba na ye mfa mbra mega TV ye platform we eso abusia ECG Containers ayira e wo port na enkofo bi raise concerns say by now e was say investigations started e wo Afenyo Markin ne so endo akra Kevin Okobodu Taylor raise nsem bia na okase Dubik Mahama se mobeka ya ono na ye ECG boss ye hu de esi ye owura no resign ye resign nso no wamba abontin and somebody abet is it abet crampa use hwan before so no eba Dubik Mahama resign ye no yante se osi we enti o resign ye o ye adwuma na so all of a sudden no o resign o ka se adwuma no menye biewa abusua. It means a lot. Either say why bibi ama te say oto ya ate ana so either say wo hu bibi na wakọ na nkofo bi na wonya adwen enti ye na me no ka say say Richard ana say Richard Japa the National Security Bureau no omo sha ase pick up Afenyo Markin ono na ye board chairman ewo ECG board no so na omo sha ase as soon as possible no mu investigation yanko na nkoti Ishira FM bra wotna see how amusi ekeka nsem no esify ko ba beto aso
say me na me hu de menya me no win say no we are aware of ECG practice omum
akoko Ishira FM say when sometimes you know discussion ni bia
sure
ade anya politics krana ya find way ya na politics
sure
unza containers njira no okaya MPP before na start here so normal AI flyers no ya dia taban SCC containers no say two akona
NDC eyibo
John Mahama ba ya na omama containers need to go afi friend na ba na unza hu flyers ni bio
ayira
because your politics no oma omutimi ya critical analysis in this
sure
nti omuso bia ye bibi no peso ye bi asama ba and na oma no mo ka say na NDC for na and I couldn't tell their smartness
so no abe against the party
because na it's not even that I mean tia say go duration NDC dia ba
okay
na catch us 1,300 say you na 1,000 minister got 1,350 but say the real number is 1,347
but we also heard from him 1,328
and no parliament let me tell you
yes
1,347 Germans were over 1,003 it will cause send this by na yira now was smartness level na say from kakama me so I wanted to look at the data now me tie minister this is what happened. I'll come to Afenyo.
All right
who say handing over no minister na okono and a president body presumptive ministers
sure
into say minister no department no brand so twamfo ni di new government na eba no no mu twamfo ni kire John Jina but ka kire say ECG Containers a support no 3,000
sure
e jono so ebe minister no just about a month and 2 weeks ago no and a documents no ko say containers is when 2,500 and no mo ka kire na say with the minister's mistake on so make in say o mo ka kire no one kind is that ko mama two figures now the transition document no the ma John Jina upon 3,000 on no court them report no document what them report no 2,500 akoko ati 2,500
sure
okay. It was I don't know, transition 3,000. Document up the 2,500. And as I they are, a professor or a procurement specialist or take committee say won't shim. Now these are the facts. Professor not sharing name just about 2 weeks ago. You sharing name. I know who say one. ECG a claim say port document and they claim say 2,491.
Sure.
Ti John Jina Pan kan ya kachira na no kofie ba na adwenya na so hwehwem amame akokwa na ye expert ko hwehwem mu say containers anka say si port ECG jan 1,134
esi ho no
esi ho na nkasa na 1,134 ne ayira no 1,347
yes
and those siwa ebe mu ntum na asa everywhere so
sure
so it took the committee report to bring this to the fore. Now what we see maybe some of the key findings say before 2022, ECG had a dedicated fund that received weekly allocation for clearing shipment. However, the practice was discontinued due to the lack of funds as cited by the ECG board.
Right.
Also, first in ECG, no musika bi omuchato was on name port on the back of clear. But because of sika no money, it's a day we stop here. Now, what do ECG ade away and say obo pa. Say me permita me pe cable ko fa breme a ade ni bedu porter say ECG show say won hwe yo o rezi bill of lading na etua wo ka by ECG ade no aka port wo menim so ati ase a
enti me ma ko fa ade na ba na Eugene ye ECG
yes
it's Eugene asoma me
yes
set to ade breme ene ma ko to ade na ba but me fa ade ne ma kire Eugene
yes
na Eugene trie sika na ma
am
enti me se ma ja ade ne wo port
enti na containers if bit demurrage said right time I saw the clear containers na okay enti demurrage of ECG nyama ko e port no e 1.5 billion cedis
right
akoko bi a wetie ma che bi on my private channels ni ade no ade ma kwa me kan say energy sector no the company odi adwiri mu pa ECG
sure
John Jinapoko vetting no mitie ni ye no when you read the article Ghana your technical and commercial law is about 32%. Some from say say grid ko Ghana energy sector say that here.
Right.
Your free be generators. Omo na eye enyama hoden no. If your IPPs independent power producer and your VRA. Omo mu wi a and your Ghana grid company they are transmitters. Into omo na de kan enyam kan omo mo genyama hoden na free IPPs and VRA wo. No omo dey am the distribution company. Ghana distribution company your 3.
Right.
I'm for this ECG, you ECG, you Netco for Northern Region, quite your company for EP. So your 3 distribution companies. Now, technically, commercial losses now about 32%. The channel say, answer Krana ECG, and Greek say 100 CDs. Waboka 32 CDs or Tom 68 CDs.
Right.
I got any. So meaning that ECG has a problem.
Okay.
Now, last year, combined from 2022 to date, they are spending almost about 90 billion.
Just on ECG?
No, in the energy sector.
Okay.
And when you ask any analyst, the real problem in the energy sector is ECG because of NMB. So, you need to say, when say shipment, yeah, buy one sama, but Nipa will lead the shipment, and your director of procurement, the director of estate.
Right.
According to report on John Jinapono, Nipa also making sure that director of procurement or not procurement, I say. What's the systems national or no concrete terms akwan oni any qualification in procurement
yeah
but rise by your director of procurement or ECG internet say head of estate and a more yes our transaction way now that's what happened the report anybody who say behind and then John started say oh national security rem no mo no upon 40 containers na ma de omo ye Ubie phone line say light dum man for so many meters so many cable no cable na ba na nke say ECG ko clear na wotimi dey improve the transmission lines na sa technical no commercial losses ye ba form no
sure
enkrofo no be wia omni ECG for na ye kanana eton ko akwakwati how can you tell any sensible person say containers 1300 ayra
just say
enye mobile phones nyam paboa wo enye slippers container 1300 ayra. It is a China for na yachi na dwuma mo ye ne say omo nane omo ye condemn no so omo de mo ma no man nane cables na board container no back between $300,000 and $500,000
sure
so sigana some na can between $400 to $670 million containers na yera no the value na between $400 to $670 million no mo ma ye no condemn no ma twitwa cable nim ketenkete no ma hye no de aluminium rods.
Right.
No matter. And Afenyo Markin, this has been going on for years. Also, acquire a boche crowd will be.
Sure.
Now, how can you run a state agency like this? Kotadia Breme. Me and me who are dear Nadia Bremeno. But I would the old buy no so you me bo casting material of Sycamore. Not the any more me here no. A capot. I want him mid menye security expert
sure
ba akokwa sa liku hui ni sa China form na nkete sa hwedie menye so mo nkwa na ye corporate no akokwa me ye kosui and now we follow parliamentary process me dwen say a syndicated crime na me catch me person change and say eye empanifo bi din wade we mu akokwa nya normal because akokwa bu so bi a why adwuma port da so kasa de bia ko demorrage answer kra na wo be ye free port wo no kra no the process is cumbersome
sure
because enya the normal process say niam ba port akokra niam ni ko demorrage nje say wo ye process bi kra process ne was in the normal process
sure
so how did these gentlemen niam ko demorrage how were they able to get these things akokwa me de enye say bia me doubting Thomas me nyini say China for yin kwa na shachiri
oh no
akokwa ECG officials ho bom mu ECG officials ho bom mu national security ho bom mu
because
me no wote
Omfre managing director even energy minister former energy minister
yes
they all have to respond to that yes
Afenyo Markin must be called the former ECG director Dubik Mahama and your Obaya Samoa they all must be called
sure
because akokwa nim say the impunity is too much sure akokwa so obenya kokuduro akotam ECG containers to the tune of 1347 chale say bi obi koyi ne mu bi okoyi ne cab na bi atu bi afra oh yati ase
sure
containers bako akokwa baba ya akra henko
enye no market one ye kan say no
enzese no de ye hu 40 that's what we are being told.
And if you look at almost procurement processes now, some of almost reports are chance on 2022 up to 2024. I say so sourcing. That has been the procurement procedure.
Nyamani bedu porter ECG because akokra company ko clear o akokwa na aka no ni expertise in port operations you clearly see say a syndicated
planned something
NPP for starting no me as flyers and make us say this is our problem NPP ni and this no asamoba the merit of the case we need their tool how can any sensible person believe say NDC buy ya 3 months and containers na yara.
I was surprised when Afenyo Markin was saying that this time around, the air cost,
so
MPP but when it started, you didn't even talk at Parliament.
That is how I always call for candor in our politics. Young kind of credential, one day I do my kind of promises and PwC, Price for Tower Scoopers, I ordered on ECG.
Right.
No sensible person should politicize these things. ECG to me and that declare on revenue to the tune of 5.3 billion cedis.
This can come on.
Wouldn't say to date. ECG, Oche PwC reports are about 21 metering systems. How can you monitor them? Let's say meter ECG Edman, almost 21. How can you monitor such a system? To the point that ECG Nankasa Sika could do on said the Nimano. I work cash water for mechanism, let's say ECG Sika. Yan come away say Yanfa we emergency yet mean this because ECG nim ni sika no or sound that declare how do you politicize these matters and yes I want a civil servant and a public servant that would this anksem phone or any dream no question this name PPH almost on politics and almost be dear won't be on my jam. You see the problem? How do you politicize these matters?
Because Eugene, because 2022 for instance omo ECG atnase board ni other leadership atnase ya oma plans ya budgets ya beto no ma ye be procure no ma up to this tune amount execution ne cost no na a change
in fact 2023
yes some amount
to take John Jinapa on parliamentary hands adna say na mebo 2023 CG Council be procure no ma 900 million
935 million
owie no apono atone 8.3 billion akokwati o private person you see etina make say enkomo no how people no when this system no ton chana metan edumaku na esi won yeso onkoto niema 3 million
53 million
obi in 1 year no wato niema 8.3 billion
how many percentage points
nipa no managing director our board chairman our director of procurement our manager and the director of real estate in there
that's over 8.
Why are we not calling these people why are you not prosecuting them meaning that this ECG spent almost 7.3 billion more now unim the meaning of this is say baby no yes me no your tariff na yetua no
isa
prepaid ni so it ever been can you tete sa aka no
tina kan ya bo so cry
2023 kwanta akwa imagine so the year bia no or CD the buy by even never saw the rough mass by even 2 billion in 8 years and 16 billion
sure
Why are we going to get the money to pay this? Now, name on the crab buy and a cock or the improving the lines, no, or the improving the distribution network of our country. Can Kenya yaw? The money support. But if I not offer name by yet, you are a casa wonko. How do we do this? Near say try one Vianney mano. No, my question people near this year. Politicians will be a dear winter. Now, I can't go for no. It's more better motiation. This is the state. Say what person of ECG. The rot at ECG. Read the PwC. Just Google PwC report ECG. Scribe.com.
Sure.
The corruption.
So it is now obvious, and over from the look of things, how Afenyo Markin ekasa our parliament, and how he is not consistently. I am a misro. Who say issue be a better parliament? Obi a who said anum a binimupa. Obi okasa okasa without punctuations. Okasa without full stop. Afenyo Markin. I know the speaker to me shutting it down. Not still no jina. Speaker to me can say, hey massa, sit down, resume your seat. Not still now jina ho kasa. But young show this ECG issues hereby. Afenyo Markin has not been consistently inconsistent. Untimi yeden, untimi shase se okabi. Chese ne kasa okani ni ebi oyeno. Echese adino ebubono. Adino yeden ebubono. So for this, investigation must took place. Investigation must took place on his residence. I was say NAB National Investigation Bureau. Eko na omo picking up no mo detaining for some hours, at least 48 hours. Na omo bisa nsem. The reason why we need to big Mahama, the Koba ya ema sa nima we say, because remind you say this incident will happen. It did not happen at this era and this for era way. It happened in MPP era. And I told my bedruha, but over the story now, some propagandist, omo can sema and no correction. Omo person omo pushy case in the to NDC for so, and that is not how it is. A MPP a pencil and as a issue we see, but a fay and a peer bunting, and you know, so John Mahama is on his way researching this country. It is every secret, every hidden BBBiano will be brought out, will be uncovered boldly. It is where these lost containers are will be retrieved or will be what? Will be refunded back. And this ha kurum ha ye ne omu nsene ha. Aden na etin ha no na container kesi untimi mbobom fansho butom. Untimi mbobom fansho bagim. Mutimi soro wonde be ka che sa ayira. Aden modwin se taxi ni Ghana for tua embre. Aden yempanfo no, some of them eye wicked ja. Aden yempanfo no ndwi nipa ho sa. Yenko tie another conversation. When me say na otwi mu and a petition be ekokan Yewra president insa. Say the Chief Justice no onyini free ho Madam Gertrude Asaba Anaba Seki Araba Tukonu. What you say? Omunyini free ho no. Na same we be kan Yewra president no pushi edema the Council of States. So omunso what you say omunhwehwem na ono munchadwen. Say no kwasa say maame no we see it me free honum just like that. Now we na maame no ebechiri mu aka say sadia Australia president omumma no that petition ni bi no nso hwem na die ntia amomo yesa no ono nso atime yina no Yewra president ampoponti and then woman no sakrata ni bi, unlike Akufo-Addo bra Charlotte Osei in 2017 omo ye omo adwin say is it 2018 I started to be corrected. Omo ye omo adwin say omo yi maame na free ho without no reasons. Maame requested the same thing na maame toko no request a Akufo-Addo amfa man no, and John Mahama ediama Mami get to Tukono. That tells you the difference between Akufado's government, previous government, and Hira John Mahama, the current government. For young quotes answer no common a coba, the naka in a better so your platform. So, best so subscribe to channel. No, now we'll leave you comments for fair. Now, while I keep Dumadi na Daroma, our share Nanko Fonso et me be a share, be at me. Akos young quotes uncle mono, and brother Koba, naka ina atwaso kama. Your platform we so Hanum your number one authentic platform Mega TV. I go show 70 best of news. I was for Yakupon show be in tears and Fabra.
Any attempt to say to the Chief Justice. This is not the first time.
Right.
Obekaya under Prof Mills, near Fred Justice, be former Justice Kwega. O petition said Pamide be referring to the Georgina Wood. Into no. Under Mills Antentam. And John Mahama was under that petition in the baby Antentam. So the attempt to sack and answer the attempt to bring petition against a Chief Justice and the first time when many lawyers send the be American. So let me set that preamble. But many lawyers are cast Meridi be lawyer is and come metie ba for call good evening Ghana any other lawyer. So I will somehow be a thought for you on this matter. Now Tuesday no. And yet one of fellow scratch for the statement by say President John Dramani Mahama any 3 petitions. Now some petitions were forwarded to the Council of State. Na omu bebobu Adechiyani who say the current Chief Justice, Madam Getutoko, no so the letter ba say, what it is petitions be on na petitions no, obi anfair man. Nti obesra ban say nka ban fa sa petitions dey man. Na nka wontimi enhwem. Na e bia ni nkuro bi so no so kobo Council of State anim. Say obi na the lawyers wetimi decide say obi ansa no. Kwa akokwa me dey me kan letter it makes sense because the law of natural justice. Say bi obi a wadi ekura akoto say second kura no kura no.
Yeah, so man kwan kan asem.
Exactly. Your man a lawyer, no church na semuni ade. So when I saw the letter, I found it very interesting. And I say President John Dramani Mahama the 3 letters in 3 petitions that command. But Ojade bi send letter him say we disappointed kakra in the Chief Justice say we leaky letter no. Ebra one firm no president the correspondence no. But what is the position of the law? The solution to this no, Article 146.
Sure.
The removal of justices. Now, Article 1466 Sankasano. So, Article 146 clause is not talking about the Chief Justice. It may be careful. We are not the small lawyer mind and then lawyers for catching so. Or say, where the petition is for the removal of the Chief Justice, the President shall, but catch us a law for the catches shall be a mandam shall, acting in consultation with the Council of State, appoint a committee consisting of 2 justices of the Supreme Court, one of whom shall be appointed chairman by the President, and 3 other persons who are not members of the Council of State, nor members of Parliament, nor lawyers. 1466, actually, I did 3 or say. The president petition say 2 Chief Justices. President and the Council of State bobo 1. It's John Mahama any Tuesday no ayamra.
Right.
Also 2. You better committee no omododo na say 5. Na 5 na say nya justice of the Supreme Court mienu. Na say ma me na ye de charge na bo no no ani hu nipa ne colleagues mienu. Say baako eye chairman. 3 na aka na nya so omo ye MPs.
Sure.
Enya so omo ye Council of State members and enya so omo ye lawyers.
Right.
It's enya understanding no. Yankoso. 7 say the committee appointed under clause 6 of this article shall inquire into the petition and recommend to the president whether the Chief Justice ought to be removed from office. You know, you say General 6 and the Council of State. I had a chineka crowd on you frame be prima facie evidence. Unza kwa medical no there, my book no there, but you must establish my guilt. You must establish there's a cause of guilt. Na kwakwa ansa na wo be Chief Justice edino eye niam miensa sa na niam miensa no enya mi udwo setu na me constitution na so na eka eno ya article 1461 or say a justice of the superior court or chairman of the regional tribunal shall be removed from office except for 3 stated misconduct. Eju kai Charlotte say de na ye yi na di no unse na bi nsi da.
Sure.
Reason e di na stated what misconduct. Right. Come the procurement near maybe near there, but the real official when stated misconduct. And to let me Chief Justice Eddie. And I said justice of the Supreme Court Eddie. 1 stated misconduct or incompetence or nyade on chatau.
Right.
2 or say so two na incompetence. Two and a three grounds of infirmity to perform the function. Ebia when you stroke be sabe. Ebia no hoto no. Ebia yare na abono no ntimi nya na dwuma say the Chief Justice of the Republic.
The kind no yese ebia ni suban ene ne ye nye.
Yes, misconduct.
And na de tosu mienu ni dwumadi no hunu so mo ne ho modern. Yes. And na third one yes ebia yade bi na bibia to no ma wontimi nya na dwuma biem.
Yes.
Okay.
Na akokwa 6 to 7 na me chire man say committee ni transfer. Petition no man recommend my president say no krebi omi yin na de yin no. That's the brunica na law for the kind of the primer fashion.
Right.
And then lawyers for metie about for one you can be different. Metie the last guy they different. Metie lawyer is and come they different but I'll use lawyer is and come there for you.
Okay.
Na ko kwa shade wa. Lawyer is and come say primer fashion there. The Supreme Court has already answered some of these questions when it come to where's my laptop? Yes, so akokwa sana na me explain. Sure. The prima facie simply means that ye be hwehwe ma hu say ne ye no enyinaso I don't know if you get me. Na say enyinaso no wo na man for believe say nke say president and sakra no be trolet na come council of state no. They should have given a copy of sa petition to the Chief Justice so that obehu kwa edu amanfo de bono. No obehu say no so wait to charge no ho ebra ba kopie sa council of state nanim. Entu tie
but Eugene yenhwe ho no while say wo hwehwe we yi no. The Council of State what kind constitution it say the first step was to consult with the Council of State before the setup of the committee.
Yes.
And of course, if the president needs to consult with the Council of State, na say onye to anamobia na say onye enhyase ni dwuma fe no wokọ padwene no mehu sampa we hia se set up committee.
So that's one school of thought.
Enti ho no is it right say sabre no a wonye set up committee no be demand say me pese me hu so because onye nkran ka hwe so
no, but the argument is also that when you set up the committee it means that utim no when you publish be me yes
no say onye set up the committee it's in stages.
Yes.
So stage 1 consult the Council of State.
Yes.
And then we saw the brouhaha coming up when the information came say president consult Council of State right yentis was setting up committee
but you see the committee will be set when the president consult the Council of State they find grounds.
Right.
They find grounds. It's a one argument to be say so we find grounds that you better committee ni dey tie me. The one force is not too clear. And to tell lawyers and come there's another rulings by the Supreme Court a confirming baby I me free bay.
Right.
And to tell say 2006 Frank Ejechum versus Attorney General and Bright Kwete or say held the Constitution requires a prior determination of a prima facie case against the Chief Justice before the President can establish a committee to consider a petition for removal. The omission in Article 1466 leads to a manifest absurdity that the court should have vet. And to show the 1466, there's a bit of a lacuna there.
Okay.
But the ruling in this case, Frank Ejechum versus Attorney General Nekase, before even there was the establishment of the committee, there must be an establishment of prima facie, and you can establish prima facie when you've listened to the accused. Say yes, we are the way. Obebu unkrono. And Thomasum, as a way we are the anti committee in
Eugene, let's bring it this way. I am law and I am bit technical. But the ready Missy Benya lawyer, on my friend, ya discuss it. But let's look at OSP, ni other investigative bodies, or Majumani and Fanto. Once they are petitioned and it's charged, then they find say there is a grounds, that's the prima facie evidence for them to move on and some carry on investigation. It did not said you can say it was said if ye de buy and one ko ubisa a free a Chief Justice before even carrying on action. Yamena kakra say
that's a law. We a settled case of the Supreme Court. And you tell us two no man come out say before appointing the committee to investigate a petition to remove a Chief Justice, the President and Council of State shall determine if the petition establishes a prima facie, potentially seeking advice from independent lawyers. But how is prima facie determination made? And is the respondent required to be heard? And then again, there's another Supreme Court ruling on this. So Justice Paul, Tiger IPL, say the prima facie decision required upon receiving a petition means examining available evidence to determine if the petition raises serious issues warranting further investigation. This requires seeking a response from the named respondent before making the prima facie determination, as this involves examining available evidence in a quasi-judicial decision-making process. Or say, per the Supreme Court ruling in these two cases now, it is the President and the Council of State that must establish prima facie. One. Two, in establishing the prima facie, nipa na ye born a code na si etie no. Ni etie ni weni against the prima facie no wa, because we need to investigate further. That is how the committee comes in, the 5-member committee. Of it, 2 must be a justice of the Supreme Court, with 1 as chairman, and the 3 others, no be on MP, obi on your lawyer, and obi on your Council of State member.
Right.
So the Supreme Court has settled it.
Right.
Right,
so it's in stages.
It's in stages.
First consult, establish before setting up the committee.
Current MP for Bianana no say the president determines the prima facie. It's because the lawyers they were interpreting.
So at which point the argument now? At which point do we listen to the Chief Justice side?
So Asamna could pay Council of State. Per what in your lawyers and come again? Sa Council of State no. I'm the President Bobo sa up time no. And then so mama the Chief Justice quite no so be in crew.
Okay.
That is my understanding of all lawyers.
Sure, because
by me Tuesday, good evening Ghana, lawyer Bafo, and also say the determination of the prima facie is the preserve of the president. That's the president they say. But what other rulings of the Supreme Court? You see, the rulings of the Supreme Court are law.
Right.
And all kind of Frank J. versus Attorney General, clear the Supreme Court knew that there was a lacuna in the 1466. You know? That is why they made these substantive rulings. And it means so far the matter as you say, because the Chief Justice are one. President, the petition, the Council of State, or the Council of State, they so establish a prima facie the basis, and some what a committee. In establishing the prima facie, they so afraid the Chief Justice, no, and then he paid the court do no so much church in Insemu. What I say, now, young Koso 146 and I say 8, no, all proceedings under this article shall be held in camera. I just say proceedings now, ye be ni nyina no, ye nyana bontin, ye be ni dem. And they brought from the confusion of in camera, just say you be 12 picture or there be demon ye be no. My bonting. And the justice or chairman against whom the petition is made is entitled to be heard in his defense or by a lawyer or other expert of his choice. It's Madam get to show on your friend so from Subabonin Kura, send the petition Yamana, Mama man 10 days over Bonin Krun. Right. A bit in the lawyer call. And a bit in the expert to be ordained of one also the other. Okay. All right. Now, 8 and 9 say the president shall, in each case, acting in accordance with the recommendation of the committee, the president shall, in each case, acting in accordance with maybe or say where a petition has been referred to a committee under this article, the president may. It's answer na yes our process. The answer na process will be concluded. The president may have with 2 options. A, in the case of the Chief Justice acting in accordance with the advice of the Council of State by warrant signed by him, suspend the Chief Justice. Next, Mama Betty say Obebu nkroni eti answer krani ebe determine asem ma suspend. Okay. President Mama kwai. B, in the case of any other justice of the Superior Court or Chairman Tribunal, I know you other ones, no. Any idea? And 11, 14611, I say the president may at any time revoke a suspension under this article. No, so we are suspending pending the determination of the case. So this is my reading of the law. Right. And then so far, the lawyer is and come other lawyers so catching me on this matter. Right. But I can't make any first time money. That's it will say we see this will be a novelty in the Fourth Republican dispensation. The Chief Justice being will go through some motion at time. Obeka lawyer Professor Kwekwa Kwekwaza the petition by and I could for the say yin mami way. I could for the bot to be because I say they couldn't establish the prima facie basis for the removal. No? So these are some history for you, Akoko.
All right. Medasepa, you say to the fact check anti about Chief Justice and Semono and Yedimun Common.
Daniel, how many dear and your double? Madame for public. Madame Fupa Beko Jami Nama Yenite. Madame Fupa Gertrude Beko. Madame Fupa Gertrude Beko Nama Yenide. Odi Pamama who ye him, who we are Simo. Di Pamama Chena, when you Pamama Sem. Tokunu you be NDC, what NDC Papa. Ye can't. Nkofo omo tete NDC opposition a omo use omo power Omuisu omutumi a president edimomo then table kufa demomo esisi NDC for Madam Gertrude Tukono. She is the one, especially how at force in case by utimi on wine ambulance trial. Bibia sen komun jeli at forcing. Hey, and this for mu year free na. Amomu suro ni madam abrantie papa we anya abrantie pacho. Asin not emrahye bidwani yewra jachi kwesi. Enanso emo mokoye by election. Emma osan wini bio against Charles Owusu on the ticket of MPP. Omusi owu dual citizenship. Eti is perjury and tro was swear on the oath. Our entro Canadian citizen plus Ghanaian citizen as Ghanaian passport. You see, it is sad, and it's a case we now mooning clearly. It's a case we a case be a in so genome. It's a case we a case be a sebi. It has no substance to be continued, but they are just wasting papa and time. They are just say almost person when you busy work court for no reason. It NDC for that case we na mo ye free na. NDC for that case we na mo ye free na. Godfred Odami ye na adwin say obey den government official one and those staff. Omo yo madwin so mbeti NDC for. That same we na mo ye free na. Abuja for you NDC people must recall. So NDC must not joke on these cases. Enti say ye hwense ni na wie na ewo say the chief justice no omo yini firi hono ma by law no ewo say Yewra John Mahama he should not hesitate. Enye kwa so prepare no ho enkakra omfa yini firi ho na said ye emrane sie no omundi susa because MPP for we adwene dom team and say they always misbehave and they run and go and hide behind the court because they think say omo chief justice honor they can do anything they want. It's a busafo. That is the few analysis I make so me wa because we layman's analysis media minyan law school they are just using the mechanism Nyankopon dia maye what I say. So mestros also document betum na mo ho adwenkyere na bibie timi akoso hanum your number one authentic platform Mega TV. Nyankopon shiro bibia akra. Bye bye. Me ma me chiba for ehwe for United States of America, New York. Nyankopon shiro me ma me roye bi ehwe for UK. Nyankopon shiro me ma me bibia hwe bibia. Nyankopon koso an shiro makra. Bye bye.